Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today we're going to talk about the Roadmap Roundup for June 8th, 2022. That is today. You see, came out about 4 hours ago. Let's check it out together. I've already seen a few little sneak peeks of what's going on. It says happy Wednesday, everybody. Same old roadmap stuff. And then they go into the release view. So after talking at length with the team in Montreal, they realized it makes much more sense to split the Derelict Reclaimer Points of Interest card into two distinct cards, due to the development work being significantly different for each. Therefore, the description and the title of the original card has been updated, and the following card has been added to the release view. Derelict Reclaimer Space Missions. A variety of handcrafted, narratively unique missions that have been created for the new Derelict Reclaimer wreck sites in space. This feature has been added to the Alpha 317 column and is targeted delivery in Q2 of 317.2. These deliverables have passed their final review for Alpha 317.2, therefore we are marking these cards as committed on the release view and changing their color to blue. So they are definitely coming out with 317.2. Additional Stanton Lagrange points. Looking forward to seeing some of those. Derelict Reclaimer Settlements. The points of interest. Derelict Reclaimer Space Missions. AI Planetary Navigation. Illegal Delivery Missions. And the Siege of Orison. Now on the progress tracker, with this update, they're extending the planned horizon of upstream teams to include Q1 of 2023, with more teams to be added in the future publish. So the following deliverables have been added to the progress tracker. Salvage. Vehicle munching. Okay. Implementing the ability to transform large chunks of metal salvaged from ships into refinable material. This will use the grinder system aboard salvage ships like the Vulture and Reclaimer. This deliverable has been added to the EU-PU gameplay feature team's schedule. Freight Elevators. Implementation of systems and content for players to physically load and unload cargo to and from their ships by conveying cargo to and from hangars, landing pads, garages, and docking collars. This deliverable has been added to the US-PU gameplay feature team's schedule. This ought to be interesting. I'm assuming this is just elevators instead of like conveyor belts, because we may need conveyor belts too. I don't know how. Are we going to use tractor beams? I don't know. How's it going to be stacked nice and neat? Is there going to be an automated system, or we have to do this all ourselves? New player experience. An initiative for improving the initial or first 30 minutes of gameplay experience, which will help players understand the context of the world and introduce them to some Star Citizen basic features. This will include updates to landing zones, spaceports, hubs, shops, and more. This deliverable has been added to the EU landing zone team schedule. Next is player and machine physical interaction. So the initial implementation of animations that show the player interacting with ship controls and items. This includes pushing buttons, flickering switches, and interacting with other areas of the cockpit. Also includes other machines and items, including locker doors. That deliverable has been added to the actor feature team's schedule. Then we have the Aegis Retaliator base. Building, implementing, and balancing the base variant of the Aegis multi-crew combat ship, the Retaliator, as a game-ready vehicle. This deliverable has been added to the vehicle content EU team schedule. So guys, the Retaliator base, which I thought they had already created, is getting worked on for the future. So maybe we'll also get some modules in the future? We'll see. Anvil Crucible. Building, implementing, and balancing Anvil's ship repair platform, the Crucible, as a game-ready vehicle. This deliverable has been added to the vehicle content EU team schedule. Now, I imagine the Crucible is going to be a little bit tougher to bring in and get it to work the way they want it to. That one may take some time. I don't know. We'll obviously have to wait and see how it turns out. But my guess is the Crucible will take some time to really implement. Whereas the Retaliator base, probably not. Now, once you start adding modules to that, that becomes a lot more tough to put into the game, at least those modules and whatnot. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the roadmap itself, and we can kind of go from there to other news of the week. I don't want to look at the progress tracker. I want to look at the release view. So, for 3.17, characters. We've already got the art for the new DNA archetypes in. Space Station clinics, the variations. Additional Stanton Lagrange points. So, they're going to put additional rest stop locations around Microtech and ArcCorp, including both stations themselves and gas clouds surrounding them. So it looks like 2 new locations there. The derelict reclaimer settlements, the proof of concept. Let's see. So eventually they'll put settlements there. They're just putting the derelict reclaimers in place right now. Then let's see. We've already got the Lorville Hospital, the AI navigation, planetary navigation, so it'll allow NPCs to move on planetary surfaces using dynamically generated navigation mesh, and it will efficiently process planetary terrain and objects to prioritize the processing of environment around the players into nav mesh, allowing the use of all existing functionalities on planets. The first implementation of this feature will be the Reclaimer Derelict Points of Interest. Okay then. Coffee shop's already in. Space missions for the derelict reclaimers. Siege of Orison. That one we're still waiting on. That's going to be a lot of fun. My org is already well into the implementation point of operations for that. And then the illegal delivery missions. So they're going to have some different variants to delivery box missions, but on the illegal side, which will help you gain reputation with different factions. So, what else is new? We could talk about Squadron 42 monthly report that came out 7 hours ago. Maybe I can, kind of brush over that. Let's take a look at the subscriber promotions for June. So, it looks like the Vaporware Skull Snap Enforcer outfits are going to be available if you are a subscriber. So, honestly, I would pass on this if you are a month-to-month subscriber. I don't think I would get these jackets. You'll probably be able to get something similar in the game. I mean, they're cool, but ultimately not going to be worth buying. I mean, we can see how much it's going to be, but yeah, I'm not a fan of those. Looks like the Spartan is the vehicle of the month, and the Raft is available for sale for all subscribers now in the Pledge Store. So, pretty cool ship. Never seen anybody use it. Just the truth. I've got one. Never really flown it. So, it'll be important later when you can carry those cargo boxes, but I'm not seeing it as an important ship right now. Okay, so let's see. Subscriber store gear. Let's go with gear. Okay, so they don't have the latest gear up for sale yet, as far as I can tell. But again, I probably would not put the money towards those jackets. I mean, yeah, they're kind of cool, but again, I think it's kind of lame for the subscriber flair. Just my personal opinion. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you think of those outfits. Also, let me know what you think about this week's Roadmap Roundup. Thank you again for tuning in and watching the videos. I really do appreciate it. And yes, I know I'm a little behind. I haven't been able to post videos here lately. There's not a lot of content I want to bring you guys. Actually, that's not true. I've been working on some content, but it's not been working out for me. So it's not a case of where I'm just scrapping everything, but it may lead to a pretty interesting video a month down the road. Who knows? But guys, thank you once again for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.